night. Only echoes sing under neon lights. Sipping dreams from his midnight coffee cup. Eyes wide open but still I can't wake up. Windows open, let the breezes flow. Rustling papers give my mind some glow. Typing thoughts with a rhythm in my head. Silent music's dancing round my bed. Oh, the night blooms slowly in my mind, whispering secrets that I've yet to find. Melodies weave through the ticking of the clock. Midnight coffee tastes like dreams unlocked. Stars are winking, playing hide and seek.
สั้